So, time to shift the frame of mind. We're not in Stronghold Crusader, we're in Crusader Kings 3. Right, our father, King Vlad himself of Wallachia, he accomplished so much in his lifetime. Dying of old age at 62, he started out as the humble Count of Polovragi and went on to, let's see, become the Duchy or High Chief of Oltenia, united the Kingdom of Wallachia, and then grew it into Proto-Romania. There are a few bits left to fill in. I do certainly want to have the Duchy of Transcarpathia, and I want the rest of Moldova, or Moldavia, and I want Dobrosia. There's a reason I'm not taking these things so far. This, because I haven't had the time, I will grab it as soon as possible. The rest of Moldavia, because due to our Confederate partitioning on our succession, if we ever have more than one eligible, the Kingdom of Moldavia would form itself and split off away from us. We can't be having that. And as for Dobrosia, that would give us a very slight but an existent border with the terrifying Byzantine Empire, who we cannot stand up to just yet. They would probably come in and kick our pagan arses so hard. Because we are Slovianskan, and that is how we shall remain. We'll have to reform at some point, and if anything, that is going to be Sihoa's duty. Not to do the reforming, but to ensure that we can. Because to do the reforming, we need 3 holy sites. We have 1, we need 2 more. I'd like Novgorod, but I'm not sure I'm going to go all the way up to here. They are pretty meaty of their own accord, and I just need a province out of it. Otherwise, the best thing Sihoa could do for us is to die very quickly. He's really good at a lot of things, but what I need to do is focus on reforming this religion, because being unreformed is crippling us quite a bit. In fact, we can see all the downsides of being unreformed right here. Our vassals hate us quite a bit more. Prevents us from changing government type. I do want to feudalize at some point. Non-pagan faiths with syncretic folk that are hostile instead of evil. Yeah. Mutual 30 opinion with faiths that have syncretic folk. Well, fair enough. I don't quite mind this Casus Belli. We'll be putting that to use, I think. Hopefully. Am I actually able to declare war on you straight away for any county? I can. See, I like that. This is going to be our way to go and get those holy sites. I think the 2 most logical ones are to take Płock and Rugen. We'll go for both of those. Previously, Vlad was on a murdering spree over in Halik. I actually wanted to set that up so that our family was over in Halik, but that's kind of fallen through because we are not quite the schemer that Vlad was. We're good at it. In fact, we can be even better if our crusty old wife Grassus focused on our court intrigue. And I think she will, actually, because that boosts us up massively in terms of intrigue, and I want to put that to use not too long from now. Jake, I was watching a CK3 vid last night, and my wife got increasingly and irrationally angry at your pronunciation of Mile Schnechtai. Well, what is it like for her to be wrong? Or is wrong not something that your wife ever is? Right, let's make our moves pretty much straight away. I want to conquer the High Chieftain. I would like all of it, but I think there's a problem there. We haven't built up our prestige enough. We're divorced now. There we go, I'm glad you've made your choices there. Right, because we're not illustrious, and because it's probably a wee while before we become illustrious, I'm going to rip them apart county by county. Halik is unlikely to grab and hold on to that. Moldavia is more a problem if they do, so we will fight for Maramos first. It's also a very nice looking castle, complete with barracks and hillside. And this one's just some crummy tribal holding, so we shall fight that straight away, I think. But before I do that, let's not get too carried away. We got a bunch of kids here. Olympia, Adelina, and of course Barban Falk. Barban Falk is our future. I hope he does not die on us anytime soon, because it's not him who's going to be our piety generator, but we need him to spit out the piety generator. So I want to find somebody who can get a whole load of inheritable traits going. I'd really like to get that. Now, you probably have latent intelligence within you. The reason I think that is because your mother, my wife, was a genius. It has to be said, weren't, not that. There we go. It has to be said that Vlad himself was not. So I'm going to assume you have latent genius or latent intelligence or something within you, and go for a double whammy here. Robust and comely. That's the niece. They might be inbred, but I don't think they will. This is first generation inbreeding. No problems there. Duke Pius, so we net our alliance with Transylvania. I think we already have that, do we not? Yeah, well, we have a negotiated one, but might as well set it in stone. So the children here will definitely be comely, so we'll know if there's any cheating going on, and they might well be robust. I like the sound of that, so let's get it on. Now, I want them to pump out many children, because right now we only have one heir, and if you pop your clogs, I want to have grandchildren that I can rely on here. An option is to get rid of my crusty old dying wife, but she's really good, so I want to keep her around for the time being. I would also like a much better spy master, and in fact, my own son... Oh, no, I've got an awesome courtier, but I think I'll have my son because he's very unhappy for not being on the council, and he's pretty good, and it's good to give him some experience at something, right? So, there you go. I also need a steward. I got this angry vassal of mine. Oh, you're the best I've got, so on you go. And you're still improving development here. Good, we need good Vlad development. I actually think they... Was this Vlash before? It's in my interest to have my culture be as small as possible because the way that the cultural innovations work, it takes the average of all of your culture's provinces. And this is all Garbo land, so... In fact, we can get a look at that. Look at development. It's not pretty. It's the opposite of pretty, so I'd like to keep the black lands kind of tight. Maybe expand it to Fecher, since I do want to move there. I've thought long and hard about it, and I do think I want this farmland to be the new capital. So it's lucky for us that we're already integrating it. Says it'll take 76 years, but I think it'll take less time than that. 47 years. Excellent. So here's my hoping that, but with that betrothal, soon to be marriage, Barb and Falk will pump out children. I will personally mentor them, and then we should be able to find out, or rather cultivate, good personalities with them. Could we have a little tour of the world, see what madness the AI has been up to, says Deathshed. Umayyads, they're in their place. I can't see anything particularly notable about Africa. Did the Byzantines always have this? I mean, I haven't played in Africa, nor have I looked at it particularly hard. I have been told that it's worth checking out, though. Asturias, looking good. Is Asturias not obliterating Galicia? Yes, yes they are. West Francia is very strong, but not an empire. I'm left wondering why. They're pretty meaty. You'd think they might consider going full Francia. Good to see Alba doing particularly well. In fact, they are integrating part of the Kingdom of England, so we could have our very own Malschnechtais up there. Although it's... yeah, I'm not even going to try. Some other dude. They're tribal there, aren't they? Government, yeah, tribal run in circles around feudal up there. What's there to say? Sweden's doing well, and Finland's a mess. And then there's all this tribal blah. Wow, what is this? Oh, you're an empire is what you are. That's interesting. There's so much of the world that I don't know. It's not like an EU4 map where I could comment on probably every part of the world and say what is unorthodox. But you've got a pair of eyes. You can drink it all in. I'm more interested in this. There's no Japan. No, of course there's no Japan. We stopped dead before China. And pay their dues to be on the map. Right, before I go to war, Skåne is a problem. Not because of their strength, but because of the strength of Sjælland. We need that dealt with. It's not a lot of strength that they have, but it's more than I want to deal with. So I need to figure out which of these two people I want to kill. Who do we think's the easiest to kill? Murder you, not good. Murder you, also not good. Jings, my intrigue is, well, it could be better. Intrigue, spymaster, espionage. Let's see if somebody will want to join in on that. But I want you dead so that alliance is gone, and then I can go and take the holy site. No harm, no fuss. This fellow here is actually not too far from wanting to join in. You must be the spymaster, that'll be why you have such high everything. So what I could do is actually send you a nice little gift to get 41 opinion. Is he greedy or something? He was quite handy, quite happy with that gift. Opinion is minus 8 from that. I don't know if that'll be enough. Probably not. Well, I could maybe sway him a bit, that might help out, but swaying will take some time. Is there anybody else that's kind of on the ropes for that? Well, there's you that can be convinced for a paltry sum. I'll bring you in. You must really like this. I get gold, very happy. Interesting. Jake, change your wife to a diplomat. Wait, does diplomatic play into this? Doesn't look like it does. Oh well, it would improve his opinion due to personal diplomacy. That's true. I could give it a go, and he suddenly likes me quite a bit more. Oh wow, that improves how much the gift helps. I had no idea. Well, suddenly this crime just became a right murder. Who were we looking at? Were you the one I wanted to kill? You're the one I'm focusing on. Right, then... Close. Very close, but not quite there. Could I offer a guardianship of somebody that he cares about? Nah, it doesn't look like it. It would be great to have you on our side for all of this. I could try and sway you though. Give it a quick go and see if it works. If nothing else, I might get an event that makes you like me a bit more from the swaying. But otherwise, we go to war. Did I move my rally point? I did. And then let's take this over. I know what I'm doing here, surely. There we go. Give me Maramos, just the county. That's all I'm asking. You are well inferior. Nice and cheap to do so as well. Thank you, being tribal. I'm wondering if I even want my levies. Yeah, we'll grab them just in case. Okay, we got ourselves an agent. Excellent. And another agent, so we might just get this done good and proper. So, you there. You are actually commanding the armies, interestingly enough. And there we go, my son has decided to marry his cousin. Has decided, as if he had a say in the matter. Faction created against us. Independence faction of this dude who doesn't like me. You pagan scum. Right, well, hopefully he does rise up on his own against me, then I can do him in. Bulgaria just shifted somehow, although I wasn't paying attention to how. I wish I had someone faster. Where's that fast movement one? No, I don't seem to have any. Well, yeah, organizer there, but I'd have to recruit you to court and you're pretty terrible otherwise. Oh, that does remind me that I should make sure that I don't have anybody dangerously engaged in knighthood. My brother's fine. In fact, it might be better if you die. You're my friend, and I've already forbidden you. My brother-in-law, that's fine. Pesky brothers-in-laws should be dying, but you, absolutely not, my son. You're too valuable to me to die in battle. Alright, let's take them down. They get to Devendon Hills, lucky them. We're an open terrain expert. Yeah, that'll do. Oh well, slain in battle, my counselor's dead. Were you the one that was trying to rise up against me? No, that was Oakers. Oh man, Oakers was one of our better employment choices. Well, down he goes. Now we can find somebody else that wants to... 25 vassal and champion. But my brother is unhappy for not being on it, but he's not good enough. Not good enough. Sorry, brother. Family ties are going to have to be enough to keep you on my side there. Okors hated you so much. Yes, he did. And God knows why. I gave him a job. Alright, glad to get a bit of faith on my side. The prestige is getting a bit painful from all these men-at-arms, but that's how it goes. Thankfully, my son is already landed. So he should be building up his prestige slowly but surely. He's already established. Oh, that's the base one, isn't it? It's not what High Chief Sophia says. It was not what was hoping to find by spying on a secret conversation, but discovering the truth about Beata does not hurt. What do we have on you? You're a witch. Well, I happen to quite like witches. Would you mind joining me? You are Norse, though. See, I can't invite you to court as is, but... Ooh. Wrathful and brave. You are very pious. For them, though, not for us. Alright, I think we'll just get to work on tearing this place down. We're a little over the supply limit, though, so I would quite like to split off some of these levies. And just have them chill out over here. And I should most certainly have a military engineer take care of this. You can just have whoever. It's not particularly secretive and not particularly great, and I still can't bring you in. Just barely, but I can't. Let's hope we get swaying particularly well then. I slay them, I kill that alliance, and then I go and take what is rightfully mine. The holy site. When you reform the faith, is there a specific route you want to go? Like a warrior, god, king, or else? I haven't thought too much about the religion that we're going to create. Beneficial deal, building construction cost. Tempting, but we don't really build much, because we don't have the tech for it. I've noticed your interest in the arts of subterfuge, my lord. I might be able to help you with that, says my pretty good courtier. I would like to deepen my knowledge, yes. Lead the way. Hey, with a bit of luck, she'll kill us, and then we can become our son nice and fast. Grow up fast, Emilia. We've got some genius babies to make with my latent genius. Ah, damn. Got discovered here. It's never going to work then. Curses. Right, I didn't invest much in it, so I will pull out. But that means I need to try on you. There we go, my involvement is unknown. No crime was committed. Right, this will go down nice and fast. It won't be enough to win the war, though. But perhaps a... oh, wait, it is? Ah, I captured an heir. The question is, would I rather let the heir go for some sweet dosh or not? We captured quite a bit, didn't we? Let's have a look in the old dungeon. Orthodoxies. Well, you're not worth much to anybody. They're all in my... Oh, dungeon, house arrest. If you're in house arrest, you must be the heir, right? The heir to all of this, meaning I could negotiate your release for some... Dosh. 100 even! 100 is far above the going rate. Let's keep this war going then. How about you two? No and absolutely not. So I'm hearing... For one, house arrest, so that you don't die on me. Because I want to slaughter you guys later on. Is anybody else unnecessarily in my dungeon when I want to kill them down the line? Yeah, you. There's no point having them in my dungeon if I want to kill them down the line. Let them think they're safe, then slaughter them. Now, if Suhoa ends up having some trouble here, I could farm some dread, but it doesn't seem necessary just yet. You never executed all the heathens for piety. Well, I don't need piety right now. I wonder if I could take you on with just my levies. I don't mind the levies dying off so much in a cheap and terrible battle. It's just when it's just levies, they are like lambs to the slaughter. We'll bring in some reinforcements. I think it's prayer time upstairs. That's probably not racist. There, some reinforcements come in the nick of time. And hey, we might even grab the High Chiefess herself. Oh, no. Oh, yes. Good opportunity to get ourselves really stressed out and die through through that. Unfortunately, I kiss goodbye to my massive amount of intrigue that I got from my my decrepitly aging wife. I need to think how to stress myself out fast. Fickle, ambitious, and diligent. I can't think of any cheap ways to get stress from those. None of these do that, nor will the search for physician, I don't think. But I should certainly find myself a new and too old wife. Oh, whoa, Barb and Falk, you grew out a hell of a beard in very little time there, didn't you? Right, I was quite liking having a great intrigue wife. How about you there? Ooh, low chance of children is still a chance for children, though. And I don't want to marry down and kill my prestige now, do I? Does anyone around here offer up much in the way of intrigue? Oh, hey, I was eyeing up you earlier because of your intelligence. Medium chance at children, though. Not really looking for more kids. Alright then, get rid of... Oh right, I still had inheritable traits on. Kill that. Infertile. Haha, barren. And bring me the ones with good intrigue. Again, that's marrying down. Well, that's super marrying down. Do you have the suicide option? No, our father had that. We don't. Hey, maybe I have it now that my wife's dead. Nah, it doesn't look like it. Plus, suicide hurts renown, and I'm not particularly up for that. Hey, Jake, I've been watching on YouTube for a long time. It's my first time catching a stream live. Says it's called acting. Was that an act, though? In any case, welcome. If I get myself another really old and dying individual, they could die and stress us out a bit more. And you know what? You look pretty good. The hit to my prestige isn't too big of a deal because I don't intend to live particularly long to use it. So let's just... Oh, that was fast. That was really fast. Your assistance gives me a lot, but stay on the court intrigue because I have killing to do. Yeah, we're almost making a killing here. Let's get on with that siege, and that'll be this war done and dusted. And we got ourselves a champion here. I wouldn't mind actually recruiting you if you were to convert for me. Open terrain expert. 13 prowess isn't amazing, but would be quite nice to have you around regardless. Yeah, come on then. Why is Jake killing people in Denmark? I need 3 holy sites and I currently only have 1. So I want to grab this. Once I've swayed the Spy Master, I should be able to make an easy killing on the other one. Oh, I didn't sway them. And to make matters even worse, opinion's gone right the way down. What a shame. Oh well, at least see how I can try to accomplish one thing in his short life. Well, hopefully short wife. I know you're very happy with your beard there, Barb and Falk, but you need to impregnate that wife of yours in 5-ish years. Hello, my wife. My wife Tiny is already Slovanskan, so that's alright. No, suicide may be painless, but it's not a choice for us right now. Check your wife's past lovers. King Vlad? I thought the name Tiny sounded familiar. Oh, wow. The penny took a while to drop there, but she's back. No wonder she's so happy. Like father, like son. No wonder she was such a catch. That means when she dies, it's going to be my mother and my lover that's dead. Okay, that is easy peasy victory, but I'm only taking 1 county here, which is a bit of a shame. Enforce, so be it. And I'll take it all for myself. In fact, I'm going to increase control of it, which is probably suffering. Oh yeah, suffering, and will take a long time to sort out. Let's disband the armies, because the next time we get ready to roll, it's when we march onto one of these places. I could go straight away for this one, but I don't think it's particularly a big threat. You don't have any scary alliances. Then again, you are just asking to be invaded right now. You have nothing between you and your friends. And I haven't swayed you yet, so maybe I should just go for you. Let me make this quite clear. I would like Dobrzyn. Well, I think it's Dobrzyn that I want. It would be very prudent to check. Ha! Good thing I did check. It was Płok. Can't forget that. Hopefully you're not currently losing in a war for Płok. Chieftain of Galindia and the chieftain of Zersk. These two are under threat, but that's fine. I'm just here for Płok. And conveniently, it's the correct religion, so let's just come in and take it. Give me the top liege. Give me the granddaddy himself. I'm here for Płok. Costs piety? Well, what doesn't? It's all mine. And when we get this sway, then we'll try and break up the other alliance. And there's no risk of Confederate partition hurting us here, because we're not going to be getting enough to claim any kingdoms up here. Might as well just have our whole army as close as possible, raise them all, and get moving. Oh, that's right, I can't just charge in and take the whole bloomin' place. I've got to consider who we're at war with here. Is there actually a map mode that shows that? Like who you're at war with? I don't know, some kind of diplomatic one? No, but you can see these things, but... it's you. Well, let's not worry, let's just move in. Worrying's not something that I make a habit of doing after all. Jake, what are your exclave independent rule settings? You might lose block on succession. Vanilla. Yeah, there we go. Good shot. That's where we can check who we're at war with. It's going to take a while before these things become second nature. Hostile army, but not necessarily my enemy army, are you? No, you're just invading the same dude I am. If that's the case, how about I don't get on your back? Alternatively, I march over here and try to take you. Where's the High Chieftain himself? He's at home. I could take a stab at you. Now we're on a long trail here. I'd rather have somebody who can make supplies last. My brother, vassal, and friend, for example, will make those supplies last ever longer. Oh, right. I have a feeling that... No, it does work like that, but it looks like he can stack up a lot more supplies. Good on him. Whew. Dealing with only a level 2 fort and a tribal holding should be fine. Wow, I still didn't sway this bugger. What does it take? Bastard founder. May not inherit titles. Founded his own dynasty. Berserker. Martial up, prowess up. I think that's just a random thing that happens during fights. You can chop somebody's head off and become a berserker. You're a tricky one to sway, and I don't even know if you're still the man for the job here. Remember, I need to break this up. So if I were to... Oh, crivens. Let's go back a bit. You're the... no, not you. I already filled in you. You're the gubbin that I need to kill. Hold on, am I targeting the wrong person or something? That would be so like me to be targeting the wrong person on my swaying. Because it says I'm already scheming against you. I don't think you're the one that I want to sway. No, I'm quite certain you're not. I want to murder you. And to murder you I needed to sway the spy master, who I have lost sight of by now. Ah, what the hell, let's just try and kill you anyway. Yeah, this is the guy I needed to sway. He's already enjoying the gift. See, I wondered why the gift thing wasn't showing up. But you only just barely won't show up for that. This dude will, though, for a nominal fee. Just bring in a few others, because I want to maul that alliance and get my holy site. Right, what are we up to? Other than tilting the map. Whoops. By the way, the map can be tilted. Slightly more of this one would knock her out completely. Our volunteer is almost completely out of it. My courtier and mentor. Oh, right. Wait. Who's who? As I understand it, Stefana is experimenting on herself with me. Huh, okay. Unfortunately, I believe this might be all our subject is capable of tonight. Risky experimental poisons, 15% chance that I kill my own mentor. Oh, come on, it's a tiny chance. That's the Robert Spymaster thing again from CK2, I think. There's a question about why my income is so low. It's a lot lower than we had before. I believe my armies are costing quite a bit. If they weren't raised, I'd be making a lot more money. But But you won't be catching me raiding for my dosh. I don't enjoy raiding. Okay, this is looking good. Should be able to maul you and then go up and get the other holy site. These kind of faraway wars against places that I can't knock out quickly can be a pain. Sadly, I did not capture the big cheese himself. And also sadly, the supply limit here is not the best for us. What I should probably do is split off a lot of my levies here to reinforce as I move on to take this, and then we go for the war goal. Alright, we have Gavelkind. Why do we have Gavelkind? I'm stuck with Confederate partition. I didn't want or need that. I'm working on Casus Belli. What does that even do? It lets us use de jure County Casus Belli. Fine. Then I guess I want Ledger. No, I want City Planning. Oh, but these are useless to me because I'm not... I'm tribal, so these aren't any good to me. I'd probably want Barracks, but that's going to take forever as well. Jake, commander for the sieging troops. Yes, the sieging troops is the one that has a commander. Unless the hint is that he should be one that can actually siege better. And maybe you should have my brother, since he's so good at the logistics. He can fill it up to plus 300. Are you worth anything to anybody? Nope, then you are probably... Oh yeah, well you're Slovanskian Pravda, and you're actually pretty good at martial. You might not be too bad to keep around, but also... You're not all that hot, are you? I'll move you to house arrest. That's how nice I'll be. I feel like EU has more tools to deal with these wars that you know you're going to beat up easily. Ah, jeez, we had full secrecy there and we still got discovered. Ooh, that's a shame. That was my second chance at it and it still failed. And I still can't bring you in, even with a nice little bribe. But I can continue to try my swaying, and if it works, then lucky us. But this lack of secrecy is disturbing. Well, I can bring in some weirdo called Radislav for not a lot of money and give that a go if nothing else. Doesn't exactly cost any money that matters. Oh dear, gout, Prince of Indulgence. They call it the disease of kings, as if there was something luxurious or enviable about my swollen, aching joints. My pains reach their peak. I cannot help but wish that I had been born a simple peasant. Alright, do I have somebody really learned in my court already, saving me a search for a physician? I spied an 18. Oh, my own sister, Derwent. Well done, you are the court physician. And help me out. Time for treatment, sister. The time has come. It's a simple da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, I'm not here for Loppet. Well, no, I do kind of want to die soon, don't I? Yep, too late for caution. Slice me up, Buttercup. Disastrous mistreatment! She insists that the only cure was a naked midnight run. During the next full moon, she forces me to undress and sprint through the wilderness. Do not stop until your legs give out. When you have gout. That's gonna kill him. Okay. I thought it would be impossible to feel worse than I already did, but Derwent sure proved me wrong. Chastised physician. We all knew the risks. You are forgiven. But, oh, severe health penalty. Put her under lock and key. Kill her. Look, we all knew the risks. I'm not going to chew off my own sister's head here. But, I could die. I could horribly die. Oh, okay, well. Oh, well. I said I wanted to play as Barb and Falk. Sooner the better. Alright, well, we got one of these one at least. How are you still losing supply? Right, good lord, their supply is so low around here. Well, let's work on the war goal. Murder messenger. Ah, this brings up the schemes, that's cool. We are struggling on this one, so we should give it a go to improve it. Good. Murder pigeon is go. Come on, gout-ridden. How long does this botch treatment last? 5 years. So here's hoping we die and die soon. I feel bad for Sehoa. Hey, maybe if I go on a hunt whilst I'm horribly gout-ridden, I will get myself killed. I don't want to lose stress though, I want to become more stressed. But all of this reduces stress. We'll give it a go. I mean, hunting's killed us before, it could kill us again. Meanwhile though, truth is relative is incredibly powerful, so let's grab that. That's what I was going for, right? Yeah, probably. Let's take it. There, now you are actually gaining those supplies. Going to pilgrimage to become ill. Can't do that whilst I'm at war. I'm not giving this to my mother queen. You would think a creature... Yeah, well, it's just making my money back for the hunt. The hunt is probably the cheapest way to get a death roll. Well, stressing yourself out can be great. If you have stress increasers that... damn. Not looking for prestige, looking for death. And now I'm a novice hunter again. Just like our father. Does anybody else get the sound crackling up when you zoom into the game? I find that happens quite a lot in it. Oh boy, we're at death's doorsteps. Great. Barb and Falk, you're up next. And he's feeling fine. Not only that, he's stubborn, so he'll likely live well. Sweet. Okay, well, let's hope I can get this murder scheme done before we die. Ah, that's a very low death chance. But I also managed to sway you. Can I possibly invite you before we do this? With a little bribe. I didn't check the cost. I'm hoping it was nice and low. Let's try our best to kill him. Can he join before the cost? Oh, there we go. My only crime was trusting low-born bandits. We're a murderer. That's fine, because we ended the alliance between you and Gila. Yeah, whew, Christ. I was worried because it didn't show up there. Right. No problem being a murderer, because we're about to die ourselves. And that's something that Barb and Falk will have to atone for. Here's the thing, Seho is really good, right? Great at intrigue, good at stewardship. Half decent prowess himself, but the gout man came to get you. What's that? You want to fight us here? Be my guest. Battle's a battle, and a victory is free prestige. There's a lot more fighting to do to get this done, though. There we go. Got some war score, but here's the problem. I got a... how are your alliances? 500 there, 46 there. Ooh. Fighting, fighting, fighting. Where the heck are you hiding out? Okay, so I didn't capture you. We just got to do a lot of occupation to get this done. He apparently controls the war. No, he doesn't. Hey, but you're over there. I could come along and knock your teeth out. that Greater Denmark ruling from Bornholm? May as well be. Man, Greater Denmark was such a campaign. Campaign of the ages right there. Right, let's bring it on, see if we can't score a hell of a victory against Block. I wonder if that'll give us war score, actually. I don't know. No. Merge together. We've got lots of supplies. I actually think we lost some supplies there because we don't have our logistician in charge. I'm not actually seeing my enemy here. Thankfully, though, I'm not under siege. Conquering Pomerania during Greater Denmark is your finest achievement. Ugh. I mean, it was really good, and I did kind of know what I was doing during it, so I feel good about it, but still, my finest? I like to think I could manage slightly finer. Too many levies here. Let's not have them chew us up. And let's make sure that they have somebody in charge. Get away. I have the wrong person in charge here. Keep the logistician back. Yeah, worst thing that I think could happen would be... oh, I'm drifting apart from Pius. No, no, no. Remember the good times. Why is he so unhappy? Well, maybe because I'm a murderer. Give us another chance, will you? How's that faction against me doing, by the way? There are a lot of them, and they're fairly deadly. Hopefully, Barb and Falk can take to the throne, and we'll have him murder all of the heathens to build up dread, and then he will keep the everything going. It's taken a fair while to siege this guy down, unfortunately. Friendly developments. Taking my subtle hints as active encouragement, Count Mihai has funded nothing less than a large-scale irrigation project in the chieftain of Caliphate. Might be a overstepping of boundaries in a lot of ways, but with the techniques employed, Caliphate could become richer than it ever has before. Unconventional, but I welcome it. Development growth in Caliphate. There's a problem with that. Oh, you're over there, but I want to look at Caliphate. Is that Caliphate? This is where I realize I don't know where Caliphate is. Hop, here it is. Okay, I was going to say waste of time, and I'm still going to say waste of time because development doesn't really grow much under tribal, but it grows a little bit. The monthly growth grows by functionally nothing. Development is hard for tribals, what can I say? So Dunbar's board says this is our first grand strategy game and it's overwhelming. Well, believe it or not, this is probably the most accessible grand strategy game that Paradox have put out to date. Many of the other ones have been tough to get into. Man, those are a load of fights that I should be taking myself, and I think I saw the big cheese himself there. In fact... no commander, it's just a single knight wandering around not knowing what to do. Notable guest, experienced fighter, 19 prowess and good stats in general. What I say is, welcome to my court. What difficulty do you play? Normal mode. And sadly, there's nothing above normal. Also, sadly, I won't be fighting some nobody for this anymore. Sweden just inherited Skåne. So all that scheming and all that everything I did, and it's just become a whole lot harder to grab that holy site. Oh, well, now... I'm gonna now hope that Khazaria falls apart. It looks like they're actively falling apart right now. And then I can nab this holy site. In fact, Khazaria is really quite weak. They have a fairly weak friend as well, but they are big. Fighting them will be a pain, but less of a pain than fighting Sweden. Swedish king's an absolute unit. Well, he's a giant. A giant... I was going to say bastard, but he's a concubine. Different. Concubine offspring, that is. He himself is not a concubine. The High Chief himself is commanding that army. If I get an opportunity to strike him down, I shall do so. Might be able to catch him and put an end to this madness. You let it catch you? Oh yeah, giant... Oh god, 29 prowess! Well, that's giant and berserker adding 11 right there, so he's doing alright for himself, I must say. Hey, now, you don't get to just run through here without me accosting you. Are you important to anyone? For 50, eh? Well, that's the going rate, so I'll let you go. Oh, she's a twin, that's cute. Any other prisoners that are gagging for a release? Who the hell are you? Wait, I captured... Oh, right, no. I captured your... I didn't capture the High Chiefess herself. I caught her hubby. Well, as I say and say often, it's the going rate. Off you trot. If they can pony up 50, I generally let them go. It's a firm but fair rule. And you might say, but Jake, you have 3,000 ducats. What's 50 to you? It's a principle, is what it is. Count Vlad created a faction to install Derwent on the Wallachian throne. Look, I'm already dying here. Mahai's friendships. Oh. I could gain some stress, but I'm not really close to it anyway. Let's just become friends. I could do with friends around here. I don't have somebody with the fast walking ability, which I think is priceless. Well, I'm gaining war score from having the war target anyway, so we should have this in due time. What did we do to reach death's door? We ran around naked with gout. Councillor's deed. You were integrating a title, so I really need somebody half decent at that. Like my friend Mahai, and friendship makes them better at their job. Isn't that right? Oh god, it's not a lot better there. That's because passive integration is doing the bulk of the work, so not to worry. Come on, surely I can chase this guy down. At this rate, I'm just going to get it from just waiting, actually. Let's not forget Greater Poland exists. Just wait there for now. Should be able to win this with a simple battle. Can we have a look at your leading ruler? What, Sihoa? Poor guy, groomed to rule and then tossed aside like yesterday's trash. Barb and Falk, you better be making... Oh, Christ, no, she's 14. At least she's good and healthy, not to mention extra fertile, so I need that field ploughed. But not crop rotated. As we found out, it's hard to make crop rotation fun in a video game. Could anybody better be doing this? Like an open terrain expert? Alright, that should be that done and dusted, right? No, but it did help a little bit. Might as well continue the fight. Grab some people while we're at it. In a week or two, we should have the war score that we need. Why am I still trying to make you like me? I don't know or care who you are. I should be thinking about murder, but who would we do now? If only we could ask to murder ourselves. Search for a physician. You telling me that Derwent is no longer my physician? Well, there is a faction to install her. But all the factions are too spread out and weak. Thank God we have the alliance that we do. There we go. And we grabbed you, and you seem to be worth some money. I feel like I should look over these a bit more before I just let people go, but you're stupid and wounded and not particularly great, and you're already landed, so I can't bring you in and banish you or anything like that, so let's just let you go and claim our victory. We don't have anything from prisoners, so we won't be releasing anyone. We will just take it. Grand. Wait, I'm in another war now. Wait, what the hell happened to the realm I was fighting? Where did it go? It seems to have broken up. But this is kind of cool. My occupation of Galindia is actually transferred over. So I have full war score on you. Oh, well, I also appear to have you in prison. No, you're not in my prison. But I have full occupation of you. So I'll just take your money and you don't get your claim on my my holy site. Bizarro fight, but I'll take it. Victory. Free money, actually. Right, stand down my mighty expensive armies. I'll just hold complete control over this myself. And that's 2 out of 3 holy sites. Now I need Khazaria to crumble. Alright, that was relatively mess-free. The real mess was Sweden becoming beastly. Nice thing about this land is it's surrounded by really fractured people who are unlikely to fight us. My military strength is hilariously going down right now. Is that because I lost a lot of levies? Not really. Those men-at-arms get real expensive though. We can't take Novgorod. I mean, I don't particularly want to fight a distant enemy who can actually fight for themselves and who has half-decent allies. Khazaria is a much better foe. We don't have an alliance. They are only allied within themselves, so their strength only amounts to 2100. So yeah, I could just declare war directly for that single county. There's very little reason for me to take more. I don't want to expand outside of Romania. The question is, will they fall apart more than... well, will they fall apart a bit more? Just wait for Novgorod. They only have one source of food. They'll die soon. Careful now. You start talking about patrician and somewhere somebody wants to reinstall it. It's like the Deus Ex of this channel. There's a lot of stuff that I could be doing here, like marrying... Oh, right. This is get married, not betrothed can marry. Hey, Dan! I remember you running around. I just don't really remember what for. You're some unlanded Orthodox fellow. But you have no money and there's not a lot of reason to do this. But you're a known criminal, so I think I'll give it a go. We've got good intrigue. Who the heck are you? You're unimportant and you have no money, so I don't really care about imprisoning you. And you? Unlanded, fornicating, no money though, and you're my religion, so you wouldn't even do any good in my prison cells. Barb and Falk alliance, nah. Inherit titles. Demand from Duke Pius, no, no thank you. I could give Tepes to Transylvania. The Count of Tepes. Ah, right, you want Fecher. I am not giving you Fecher. I want that myself. Unfortunately, when you die, and it looks like dying is what you're going to do... Did I feel like that's something I did. I feel like I betrothed you together in the hopes that you would die soon and the land would come back to me. You are so learned. Unfortunately, we can only have females take this role. Derwent, my own sister, could actually have that. She's slightly better, but I'm not sure slightly is worth it. Nah. Okay, then what do we do? Hopefully die soon. I really want to start playing as... Ah, great, we got Dan. Really want to start playing as Barban Falk, although he's not nearly as good as Sihoa. Let's see how he's into skullduggery focus, so he's focusing on the right thing from the start. Excellent. Scheme at the court. My spymaster has discovered that my nephew is trying to kill my wife. Valentine. Why would you do that to me? Okay, so we actually get to imprison him straight away. He'd get hurt quite a bit, but all of his family lose opinion of me, so all of my family loses opinion of me for that. Ugh. That's tricky. I mean, it's not too bad if you kill Tiny. Plus, I'm sure Tiny can look after herself. She's got massive intrigue. It's just an accusation, right? Won't have people live or die based on that. Ah, Khazaria are so weak. It is prime time to strike them for that holy site. It's the one thing that Sihoa should be doing. How could you arrest the man trying to kill your wife? My wife, mother? Wait, that's Ken. What? No, she's not my mother. She's just the woman that my father married after mother died. There we go. So really, we're not blood related. NBR. I think I'm going to have to go for Khazaria. I wasn't keen on fighting a whole empire at this point, but they're as weak as they will ever likely be, and I want that province. Problem is, they'll probably want it back. Ah well, we'll take it. Raising all my armies will only take 14 days. There's a crossing right there, and we can go straight for the capital, which is where you are, apparently. So I might be able to grab you in one shot and end the war, or perhaps grab someone important, and then we go up for the war goal. Painful, but I need those three holy sites. Oh, I could subjugate the bastard! How would that even work? How could I have an empire subject? I take his primary title, so I would become an empire, and then I'd make him my vassal. I mean, that would get me so... Oh, well, no, an invasion would net me all of this land. But we're not doing that. Heavens, no, we're not doing that. Well, maybe not all of that land. It would grab the kingdom that I go for. But I'm not interested in lots of land here. I am interested in a very specific county of Kungar... What's it? Kiev. Sure. That looks like the one. He probably feels so betrayed. We had an alliance. But that alliance was with my father.